People, so Sam's you dropping. I hope you all having a great day. If not, hope it gets better. Then we're gonna be reacting to animated storytime channels that claim that their content is true, but it's obviously not. Without further ado, let's jump in.
Hi everyone, I'm Crystal. I'm currently a senior in high school, but I'm already applying to colleges for next year. My college application is pretty much perfect.
This isn't really how proportions work, but okay.
I'm the cheer captain of my cheerleading squad. I'm an Instagram influencer with over 100,000 followers. Oh yeah, and I'm the
Of course, it's always the stereotypical same thing. Cheerleading captain, Instagram girl.
prettiest and most popular girl at school too. There's just
Oh, of course, that too. They really make the most creative characters. This is 110% true when every character of theirs is the same stereotype.
one problem. I was failing biology class. It was ruining my almost perfect college application and ruining my life. I didn't take classes seriously by senior year, so I didn't show up to a lot of them. I thought my teachers would just give me a passing grade since it's my last year of school and make sure I don't ruin my chances of getting into college. I didn't think any teacher was going to be heartless.
Oh yeah, if I thought I wouldn't have to do any work in school, they'd just add me good grades, you know?
But turns out my biology teacher was. She told me I was going.
Oh yeah, I didn't do any of my work in school, I didn't do any of my homework, but this heartless, terrible teacher didn't give me the grade I wanted. How disgusting.
To fail her class if I didn't get an A on the final project. I grew desperate. I literally have no idea what's going on in that class. The good thing.
Oh yeah, I'm so desperate, depressed, whatever the fuck this is. This doesn't really seem like desperate, but very good communication between the animator and the
Was that the final project was done in pairs.
and the voice, the script writer. Why did it take me so long to think of that? So this is like the communication at my school. I was out for COVID reasons, right? I was quarantined, and we told the nurse that I wasn't going to be in school for another day, right? And then the school had just no idea why I wasn't there and why I was on virtual.
I just had to find some smart person in class I could mooch off of.
No, I have no idea why. You just didn't show up for the majority of it, and you know I don't know how you would be passing the rest of your classes if you weren't even there.
Maybe this was gonna be easy. I already had someone in mind. Jean was this nerdy girl in our class that I didn't even know existed until this year. She looked unremarkable. She had curly brown hair and freckles, didn't wear any makeup. Her figure wasn't too bad, but her face definitely needed some work. After I asked around a bit, it turns out Jean's been acing the class. She'd be the perfect partner for this project. I approached her after class.
Jesus Christ! Of course, it's the stereotypical means popular girl. No, we can't make a real character to make our story believable. Nah, now we gotta just follow a basic stereotype.
One day and asked her if she wanted to be my partner for the final project. I mean, who wouldn't? But her answer was not what I was expecting. She looked at me with a blank stare and said, "No thanks." Straight to my face. I was shook. I decided to ask her again. "Look, I need your help. I am failing, and if I don't get a..."
Just a no thanks. Yeah, that screaming in your face. You know, great the communication between the scriptwriter and in the animator, and great connection between my brain and my mouth, because I cannot speak a single word.
Passing grade, I might not be able to get into college. If you help me with this project, then I'll do a favor for you. She looked at me.
Jesus Christ, why would anyone want to be your partner? You're clearly just using her, you've insulted her, and yeah, why just wouldn't anyone want to be your partner? I don't understand.
For a second and said, "Fine, I'll help you, but in return, you have to help me go on a date with my crush." Deal. We shook hands and agreed to meet at my house the next day after school. The next day at school, I saw Jean in the hall and waved to her. But to my surprise, she just ignored me and ran off. Thought it was kind of weird, but didn't think much of it. Then I saw her right before biology class and said, "Hey, Jean." And she didn't even look up. She just turned in the opposite direction and walked off. Was I crazy or something? Why would she want to ignore me? Like she was embarrassed to be seen with me? I am the most popular
That face of just dead disappointment. I don't know how you literally using this person, but okay.
girl in her school. It was really puzzling, and I decided to ask her about it later. After school, Jean came over to my house. Before I was able to ask her anything, Jean spoke up and said, "Okay, so I have a few rules." I listened intently. This
Oh yeah, popularity, personality, no, just completely different things, just not even associated with each other. You know, if you're popular, everyone's gonna like you. Doesn't matter how much of an asshole you are.
girl was kind of weird. She said, "Rule number 1. I cannot tell you who my crush is, but I will tell you things about them." I was confused. How was I supposed to help her with her crush if she wouldn't tell me anything about him? Rule 2. When you see me at school, pretend like we don't know each other. And lastly, rule number 3.
For once, the actual good question here. You know, all these questions have been so goddamn stupid. You know, some people are just so stupid. I wonder how they exist in human society. And then I remember just not to try to apply logic with disability.
I'll do all the work for the project. It's better that you don't
Then I remember that this is just an animation, and it's not actually real, and I'm getting way too heated on this.
get involved. Was she serious right now? I thought it was really strange, but I didn't complain. After all, she offered to do all the work. We met up every day after school. I would help her pick out nice outfits, teach her how to put on makeup, and how to take cute selfies, while she worked on our biology project. By the end of the first week, Jean actually looked like a different person. She actually looked, well, kind of pretty. I gave myself a mental pat on the back. I did a great job transforming her. In another universe, maybe something might have even happened. Too bad she probably was.
Oh no, you know, I think she has a disease that makes her look like that, because I think she just spread it to this girl, Jean, I think she just spread her disease to this girl, Jean.
Wasn't even into girls like I was. But I bet her crush
No wonder no one wants to be in her memories. She's an asshole, and she spreads this disease.
would fall head over heels for her new look. Over the next few weeks, we continued with our arrangement. I ignored her in the hallways, and she would drop hints about her crush. She described them as very attractive, generous, outgoing, but I still had no idea who it was. Surprisingly, though, the more we hung out, the more my feelings changed about her. She was really smart and actually confident, and had a wicked sense of humor. Most of the time, though, she was very serious, especially when it came to school. I got by with my looks and popularity, but I really respect Jean for giving it her all with her studies. Even though the project was close to being completed, I felt like I didn't make any progress in Jean's love life. I decided I would just ask her who her crush was. When she came over that night, and before we got started, I blurted out, "Who is your crush?" She looked at me with a bit of shock, and then she turned red with embarrassment. I explained why I needed to know. Look, I know the rules said not to ask.
Jesus Christ, you blurred something out, and you look like you're in the most enraged argument of your life. 1v1 King Kong versus Godzilla. The argument of Superman and Batman. The console wars of 2012. Just asked a question. The communication between the script writer and the animator is just not existent.
But it's very hard for me to help you if I don't actually know who it is. And I really want to help you because I want what's best for you. After all, you're kind of my friend now, even if you don't want to be. This didn't help. She turned even more red and embarrassed. She quickly excused herself and ran off to the bathroom. I waited in my room, and after what seemed like forever, she came back into the room and sat down. I asked if she was okay, and then she said, "Crystal, I have to tell you something. What she told me next gave me...
Oh, didn't you go to her house? You waited in your room? What the? Okay, why am I trying to apply logic to this animation that's currently just doesn't care about anything making sense, but is still trying to be realistic?
butterflies. Jean took a deep breath and said, Crystal, I've been lying to you. I was suddenly confused. The truth is, I have a crush, and it's actually you. Oh, great, now I was turning red. Sorry I couldn't tell you sooner, you see. I never actually came out to anyone. Until now. I was trying to hide these feelings for
Oh, how goddamn surprising. With this style, I had no goddamn idea. As predictable as Darman and life lessons with Willie out here.
a long time. When you asked me to be your partner, I was really happy. But I made up those rules because I didn't want to get
Oh, there goes 110% Darman. Well, you see, 10 years ago this shit happened, and that's why you shouldn't care about this petty asshole.
too close to you, or have people at school get the wrong idea. I'm sorry about all of this. I really didn't want to scare you away. I smiled gently at her and told her I was really glad and proud of her that she was able to build up the courage to tell me. I know it can be really tough sometimes, especially if you're confused about how you're feeling. I understood why she came up with those weird rules, and the truth is, I grew some feelings for her along the way. I held her hand and said, It's okay. I'm really glad we got the opportunity to hang out. And me failing biology turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because now I get to have you. I walked her home, and we were laughing and smiling the whole way back. The next day at school, when I saw Jean, to my surprise, she ran up to me and gave me a big hug. And then she asked if I wanted to go on a date with her sometime, in front of the whole class.
Didn't you just say it was ruining your life? You were stressing about this so much that it got that bad. But yeah, just a blessing, a blessing.
I was so surprised. But of course I said yes. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, of course Jean got us an A on our project. And I am so...
You're sitting on a goddamn couch. How the hell were you walking on a couch? Did you just grow some Spider-Man baby in a gold thing? I don't remember what the Joker's name is called. And just started levitating things. Oh yeah, that's my biggest issue here. Yeah, I don't care about the fact this animation makes no sense. The fact that I'm baffled that that channel that advertises itself as real. Is this just is unrealistic? No, I'm worried about whether you passed the biology test. That's where I'm gonna have to be. Hope you all have a great day, everyone. This is MZ, jumping out.